Good morning, guys. Saturday, April 28th. Fired up. Just spent a few hours getting some stuff done at a coffee shop. Really excited. Working on the site relaunch, working on the rebrand. Really fired up for where things are coming. It's all coming soon. Appreciate everyone giving feedback. Also going to launch a new series here, both on the video and on the podcast when it's released on some book reviews. So I am an avid reader. I've been tearing down books, whether it's business related, personal development, health, wellness, biographies, you name it. So I love to read, and I want to share some of that knowledge with you also. I read so you don't have to. So that's going to be every few weeks coming on, video, podcast. Hope it helps you guys out. I'm trying to think of some new ways to add value to you all. Here's one quick one that I picked up from Permission to Screw Up, Kristen Hadid. I just read this, and she is the CEO of a company called Student Made, and it's really interesting. She talks about her struggles with leadership and pretty much starting a company coming straight out of the University of Florida, in which she hired students to clean apartment buildings and houses of other people in the area in Gainesville, Florida. And one thing that I found particularly interesting was her story, or what she would share around her feedback loop. And she calls it the FBI mentality, or the FBI process. So it's feeling, behavior, and impact. So if someone that there's someone that you want to give feedback to, positive or negative, a lot of times they'll say, hey, you frustrate, that really pissed me off when you did that. Or, hey, you're amazing. Either way, it goes back and forth, back and forth. But she breaks it down into 3 stages. So the first is feeling. So focusing on something that they did, how that made you feel, whether it was positive or negative. The second is the behavior. What specifically did that person do that made you feel that way, right? So it's not that they always make you feel that way. There's one particular instance or a series of interests or a series of actions. And the third is, what's the impact? So because you felt that way, because of that action, what happened? And an example that she gives, maybe from the negative side is, hey, it really frustrates me when you show up 20 minutes late to meetings, because it throws off my schedule for the rest of the day. I feel it's disrespectful towards my time, and makes me less productive throughout the day. And you break it down and say, hey, you shared very clear feedback for why that upset you, the way that it made you feel. And if you have that approach, the person's more likely to come back and say, wow, I didn't understand that me showing up late. I thought that was just, it was whatever. It didn't mean that there was such a negative connotation to that person's life. On the flip side, you can also do this as a positive reinforcement and say, hey, Sally, that time last night when you stayed late to work with me to finish that project, I am so grateful that you did that, because that allowed me to get home in time to see, tuck my kids into bed. And that was really important to me. I really appreciate that. Again, it wasn't just, hey, you're amazing, or thanks for staying. It was not only am I grateful that you did that, but here's what it allowed me to do. It allowed me to spend more time with my family. And you can guarantee that the next time that you ask Sally to stay late, she's going to do it, because she knows what it means to you. So that's a quick tip. Kristen Hadid, I think she's going to be coming on the podcast, working on that right now. Hope you guys have a great Saturday. You don't need to work all day, but try to find one thing to get better on today. Hit me up if you have questions. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments ways that you give feedback. Would love to hear from you. Have a great day.